What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel, and it's finally upon us. The next major update for eFootball is coming in the next couple of days. In what Konami are calling a huge update, starting in mid-August, we have got a couple of details to go through. So this kicked off on Twitter. A few people have got this invitation over in Bangkok, Thailand, the 13th of August. Now this follows up what I'd heard, that there was going to be the eFootball Connect on the 13th. This is the same date. Now the eFootball Connect seems to be Konami's new insider videos, or their developers talking about the game. You remember with the last eFootball Connect, we got huge news. Some good, some bad. We had Smart Assist fully introduced. We had crossplay fully introduced. I think just a point on Smart Assist. I've heard that they're kind of like happy enough with Smart Assist, which I'm a bit boggled by that. But I do feel that Smart Assist is here to stay, right? I think that they need to tweak down the defensive help with Smart Assist. But I do think that they will try and keep it in for attacking. And if you look at the actual default settings and the way that they describe Smart Assist, it says that it's automating your control. So it picks the best skill for you, picks what shot power, what shot accuracy, but it's doing a hell of a lot more than that. In fact, I think it's actually impacting your defense, your shape, and there's a lot of crazy stuff happening with the gameplay, such as goalies, defenders running out of position, just a lot of weird stuff happening, weird rebounds, weird balls dropping everywhere, and I do feel that it has to do with Smart Assist, right? But also with some of the good stuff that they announced in the last eFootball Connect. They talked about the passing, the new skill assist, or new skill techniques, and being able to train skills. We also got gameplay improvements with the defense tweaked, passing abilities to a greater effect, and the game actually was quite fun for a while with v4.4. I just think it's gotten really kind of like weird in the last like month, maybe 6 weeks, I would say. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. And that's what this video is really about, going through everything, but I want your thoughts because we are doing a community-wide video this week, and we're going to be talking about everything you guys want fixed, especially with the August 13th. What are you hoping to see in this? Any Football Connect. We will be doing a watch along of anything that happens. But I do feel like with this, with v5.0, there's a couple of things I genuinely want. A couple from a selfish point of view. I'd like the dribbling to go back. We'll talk about that in a second. But I think v5.0, some of the stuff that I've heard, I'm going to do like probably tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm going to do a roundup of everything that I've heard. And I'm going to, like, there's lots of rumors floating around, but there's a couple of things that we want to talk about and put in a few more details as to what will eventually become eFootball 2026. This is what Konami are calling as their major update. That's what they're using, their words, major update. But is it going to be a major update to the actual infrastructure of the game? Because they've been talking about this for a while, this major update or this huge update that's coming in the middle of August. And now that we have actual 100% official confirmation that it's, the 13th, it's kicking off, and then the 14th, it has to be bigger, I think, than just the stuff that we see here. Obviously, the match pass is going to be ending, the eFootball League, all that phased stuff. We'll talk about that in a sec, but all that phased stuff is fine. But I feel like that the way that they're shouting about this and that they're talking it up, especially after the 30th anniversary live stream and what did and didn't happen in that live stream, I feel like it has to be more than this. Or am I kind of, I don't know, I just feel like with this that they're talking a lot about the future. They're talking a lot about the stuff, but we haven't got any trailers so far. They also will be doing the large-scale maintenance, as you can see here, confirmed on the website as of this morning. With the date and the time, it's going to be pretty much a full day of maintenance, which is, again, crazy in this day and age, unless they're adding absolutely insane, huge, major game-changing changes. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, I think, that needs to be clarified. We do have an update size on Android and mobile, which is going to be 3.2 gig. That's fairly big in terms of what they're probably planning on the mobile. But yeah, I mean, will we be getting other stuff? Because we already know what's going to be coming from the last 3 years of playing the game and the updates. We know already that when they do a major update, it's always tied into new divisions, new phases, the match pass, and of course a load of new cards. That's not going anywhere. We're always going to have some sort of division system. We're always going to have some sort of cards. Old cards, legend cards, epic cards, showtime cards. Will we get triple boosters? I'll go into everything that I've heard. Managers with 90 playstyle proficiency. There's lots of stuff that need to be kind of like, like detailed, I suppose, as to what is coming. But we're always going to get cards. Cards are so popular right now, whether you love them or hate them. The cards and the infrastructure of the game is just doing very, very well financially for Konami. So they're going to keep these in. But I would like to see some sort of grindable aspect come into the game that like retains players within the game. Because as I keep saying, there is a couple of crazy things happening in the game that like just doesn't make sense. And I think it's just the balance of the game needs to be figured out a little bit more. But what would you guys like to see change? Would it be blitz curlers toned down or, you know, buffed up? Would you like to see them more? Like the good players, like the best 20, 30, 40, 50 players in the game just be absolutely dominant? Or would you like to see the gameplay balance come down a little bit? Would you like defending to be, you know, toned down? Or do you think defending is fine? Do you like the passing? Do you like the meta? What do you guys actually want fixed? I will go through the best comments, we'll feature them, we'll talk about them, we'll go through them. If you guys have any questions, whatever I can talk about and say for this week, I will do a video on that and some of the stuff that I have heard, a lot of rumors, a lot of stuff that I'll be able to talk about in the next day or two. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to know. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know what you guys want to actually have fixed. We'll feature the best ones, we'll go through them, and we'll make a big video of it discussing loads of stuff. We also have this to discuss here because there is a brand new collaboration between this esports organization based in Riyadh, as you can see here. And then you also have the Thailand event that's happening. Both of these events are happening on August 13th. So it seems like there's going to be this collaboration between a couple of, I was going to say like a couple of regions that the game is super, super popular. I think that's one misconception that a lot of people have, right? Especially with the fact that EAFC is so popular in Europe and in America that I think, you know, even me, if I was to ask 5 or 6 of my in real life friends, like, do they play EAFC or do they play eFootball? Like, I wouldn't even have to ask them, I already know. But I'm just saying, the majority of people play EAFC. You know, like if you're a casual gamer or even, you know, a little bit more than that, you're probably going to play EAFC or you're going to know about EAFC. The same way as you'd know about Fortnite, you know about GTA. eFootball, I think, has kind of rebranded itself in different regions and it's making serious money and its growth there in these regions is insane. And that's probably why they're targeting these regions. That's why there's not an event on up in Dublin or there's no event on in London. There's no event on in Barcelona or somewhere like that. Maybe those will come later down the line or maybe they won't come at all. I know that there was some stuff planned. But this does actually, you know, make sense when you think about where eFootball is actually dominating, especially on mobile. You know, you had the Tokyo event, which they'll be doing the live stream for, and then you have tying it in with 2 really popular regions. So, yeah, it's very, I just don't know. I think this week there needs to be a lot of stuff that happens to make me kind of happy or make me content. But as ever, lads, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, what you're thinking, what you're hoping to see, and we'll do that video.